Hello everyone, I am Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cars. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. I'm so glad that you're here today. I have a quick and easy 3D project, a little treat holder, and I'm going to show you how to make it in 2 different sizes. And this is great for using up your designer series paper. So this is the smaller size that I'm going to show you. This uses a 4x4 sheet of designer series paper, and then I'm going to show you a larger size using the 6x6 designer series paper. But before I do that, I want to give away prizes from last week. March is my anniversary with Stampin' Up! I joined in March, and all of this, so this month during March, I'm giving away prizes. So congratulations to Veronica Broadbent for being the winner of the random drawing for leaving a comment on my video last week. And I'll be sending you, this is a Festive Pearls gem, so I'll get those out in the mail to you. And I have your address. And then I have, this is a retired ribbon, but it's Highland Heather. And I'm the winner of the random drawing for leaving a, for sharing my video. So for sharing my video, the winner of the random drawing was Sheila Davis of Wisconsin. And Sheila, I have your address, so I will get this out in the mail to you. And then the third way that you can be in the random drawing is by placing an order with me. So the winner of the random drawing for placing an order with me this week, Carrie Howe, congratulations, of Arizona, and the paper is Lighter Than Air, and I have your address, Carrie, so I'll get that out in the mail. So again, 3 ways. Leave a comment on the video, share the video, and if you share the video, make sure you leave a comment to let me know you shared it, which means you'll be in, your name will be in there twice for leaving a comment and sharing my video. And when you place an order with me, your name will be in the drawing for that. So there's 3 ways that you can be in a drawing for prizes. And I'll draw those then on Tuesday morning, and we're ready to go to pass those out when I do my live. All right, let me make sure. I think I've covered everything. So I'm going to turn the camera down, and we are going to start stamping. All right, we are going to make the larger size of this treat holder first, because I think it will be easier for you to see what I'm doing, and then we'll make the smaller size. So I have 6x6 designer series paper, and this is from the Countryside Inn, which is in our annual catalog. And we need to make 3 scores. We're going to use score it in 3 places. So I'm going to bring our trimmer in, and again 6x6. So I'm going to score it at 1.5. And then I'm going to score it at 3. I'm going to score it at 4.5. And those are the only scores that you need. So just those 3. Again, 6x6 scored at 1.5. 3 and 4.5. So I'm going to move the trimmer out of the way. And then we're just going to go ahead and burnish all of the fold on the score lines and burnish those. Okay. And then what we're going to do, so you have it with your score lines, we're going to fold this right here, we're going to fold this over, and we're going to fold it not on the fold line. We're going to fold it right up to the fold line. I'm going to turn it this way because I'm going to use my thumb to kind of to hold where that. I'm going to put my thumb right here where the score line is to kind of just to place it right there, and then I'm going to take my other hand and fold that, and I'm bringing it not flush but just right up to that fold line. And so just like that. I'm going to turn it back like this and bring it out so you can see. And then I'm going to bring this bottom edge and I'm going to go to the second score line. So I'm going to bypass the first score line where this is, and I'm going to bring it up like this. And once again, I'm going to bring it up to that score line, but not flush. And then crease it with my bone folder like that. And now I'm going to fold this edge on this fold line. So I'm going to fold this corner up to the very first score line. And again, I'm going to put my thumbnail there and bring that up, or my thumb. So what we're going to be doing in just a second is that we're going to fold, and then this will fold over like this. All right, now let's put it back like this. Now I'm going to add just a little adhesive right here, and you can use Stamp and Seal, or the one thing about your green glue, you have to be careful that you don't put too much. So this might work better with Stamp and Seal, but I have that handy, so I'll just add a little bit. And fold that tab over. And then this tab up here that I just glued down, I'm going to bring in some tear and tape. I'm going to put a little piece on this section right here, between the two score lines, and then between these two score lines. So here and here. And the reason that I'm putting tear and tape there is because this will seal the end of our treat, so anything that we put in there won't fall out. And I like to bring in my bone folder, just make sure that I get a good adhesive there. And then I'm going to bring in my take your pick tool. Now I'm going to turn this way. This is the end that I didn't glue down. And I'm going to fold this up. And then I'm going to fold it up one more time. And then this right here, I'm going to add some tear and tape. And I think it's a good idea on the larger one, the one that's 6 by 6, which we're doing right now, to add 2 little pieces of tear and tape. And then we'll just fold that over. And turn it over, and then I can put my bone folder in here to kind of move it around a little bit, so you have like an opening. Of course, this would hold a bone folder. It would hold it probably a long emery board, which I don't have, but I do have some chocolate, and you can get 2 pieces of this, I think it's Mercy, I believe how it's pronounced, European chocolate, and you can open that up, put one in, and open up, and go ahead and put the second one in. It's just that the person that knows that you're giving it to, you'll need to tell them that there is 2 pieces in there, right? I'm going to take this back in and just open there a little bit more, just kind of give it a little curve. But we're not quite ready to put our chocolate in yet because we need to do a little decorating, right? So I'm going to bring in some scrap Daisy White and some Misty Moonlight. And I'm going to be using a sentiment from Easter Bunny, which is in our annual catalog. And I'm going to be using the sentiment, "You're a friend like no other." I think that is perfect if you're going to give it, this as a gift, then this is a perfect sentiment. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. And this is Misty Moonlight. You could use whatever ink you wanted. And I'm going to bring in our double oval punch, which is also in the annual catalog. And I'm just going to be using the smaller oval. So I'm going to line up our sentiment. The scraps out of the way. And then I'm going to bring in some boho blue ribbon. And grab some scissors. I want one a little bit longer than the other, or it wouldn't have to be. Okay, then I'm going to bring in some glue dots. I find it's easier if I put a glue dot on the ribbon and then lay that ribbon right there. And then to take another glue dot and put it on the back of my sentiment. And then I can kind of line this up. My treat holder. And put that right there. Then we're going to turn this over. We're going to add 3 dimensionals. You want to put 3. You want to put one on the left of the ribbon, one on the ribbon to kind of help secure that, and then one on the right of the ribbon. And the reason is because then it will conform to your treat holder. It'll kind of curve. So then we'll place that right here. And I'm going to bring in our 2023-2025 in color dots. And we have some boho blue, which as you can see, I have used a lot of those. But we'll just go ahead and add one there. And add one down here. And we'll put one right there. Okay. Now, again, I just want to make sure that we have plenty of room there. So there's probably lots of things you could put in there, but I have the chocolate. So now we're ready to put both those chocolates in here. And here you have a treat holder. It's quick and easy. And the dimensionals, they just curve like this. So here you have, using the 6x6, and here is another 6x6. I just need to press, there you go. I didn't have that pressed down. So I use the opposite side of the 6x6 Designer Series paper. So here again, and so these hold two. The 4x4 holds just one of our pieces of chocolate. And of course, there's lots of other things that you could use to add to these. So let me make the show you how to make the 4x4. And again, this is great to use up some of your Designer Series paper. I've brought in the trimmer, and we're still using the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper, and I've cut this 4x4. And I'm going to, so the side that's facing you is what you're going to be using, that will be on the outside of your treat holder. So we're going to go ahead and score this at 3/4. We're going to score it at 2. And then we're going to score it at 3 1/4. And once again, you're just going to fold on the score line. So you fold it on the score line, and then I'm going to bring that down so you can see better. I'm going to start with this corner here, and I'm going to bring that over just like I did the other one. So I'm going to place it just right to the score line, so I'm not going to make it flush. I'm not going to have it touching the score line. And then I'm going to take this bottom, and I'm going to take it over, not to the second score line. Just like that. Kind of bring it right up to there, but not flush, not touching. Use my bone folder to make a crease. And then I'm going to do this bottom edge, and I'm just going to place that right here. And then on this little flap here, I'm going to add some adhesive. Grab some. I'm going to bring in my silicone just in case. I still have some of our snail adhesive, so I'm just going to place that right here. We don't sell the snail anymore, but we do have Stamp and Seal. Okay, and then we have this section, this score line to score line, and these two. So I'm going to add tear and tape on the larger pieces right here. So if you don't get it all the way across, that is okay. You're just kind of making a little closure, so whatever you put in here won't fall out. But I don't want it to overlap here on that score line, so I'm going to cut that little piece off so it doesn't overlap. Then I'll take the backings off, bring it back out so you can see. I hope you'll give these a try. I'd love to know if you how they work for you. So now I'm going to turn this. So I'm going to turn it So this little flap is on the left-hand side that we added adhesive. And then this piece is right here. And then I'm just going to take this. This is not adhered down, but that's okay. We're going to leave it folded over. And we're going to fold it on the score line. If you want to burnish it, that's fine. Then we're going to fold it again. And then we're going to add some tear and tape right here in this little section here. So now the last time I added 2 pieces of tear and tape right here. But I think on this 4x4 that I think one piece is all you need. But you could add 2, that would be fine. And then we're just going to fold this over. And turn it over. We go back out. Take your bone folder, and that way you can just, and you can also do it with your hands, so you can, you can add something in there. And now we're going to decorate. And I have already stamped and added our boho blue ribbon that we can put on here. Let's bring in our package of chocolate. And I like where they have different colors of ribbon, and then it tells you on the back the variety of chocolate. So the 4x4 is going to hold 1. It's going to hold 1 piece of chocolate. And once again, just make sure that you open it up with your bone folder. There we go. And we can bring in some dots. While I'm doing that, I have an ordering special this week because I will be gone to Onstage Stampin' Up. That's a Stampin' Up event for all demonstrators. And so my ordering special, place an order with me this week, and I will be sending you 20 sheets of 6x6 designer series paper, and then you can make lots of these treat holders. Some of the 6x6 will be new, but most of the 6x6 will be retired designer series paper. Okay, because I only have the large boho blue, let's go with a different color. And let's go with the small Moody Mauve. Now, one thing that I didn't think about when I made this, and maybe you've already noticed, but I realize it now, is when you have a kind of like a directional, and I didn't think about this being directional when I was working with it, but it is, because the flowers are like upside down. So I should have turned it around so those little flowers are like this. So when you have directional, after you score it, just look and see which way that you need to turn your designer series paper. So this is our 4x4, and this is the sample 4x4, and I used Poetic Expression designer series paper for this treat holder, and I used Lost Lagoon, and I used our perennial lavender gems for this. So here is our 2 smaller, the 4x4 designer series paper that holds 1 of our chocolates, and then this is our 6x6, which holds 2 of our chocolates. But there's other items you could, you could put an emery board. You can probably come up with lots of ideas. Maybe you can leave in the comments. You can let me know what things that you think that you could add in here. And so this is, going to be, this one's going to be 6 inches, and it's by 1.5 across. The smaller is 4 inches tall by about 1.25 across. Again, I'm Terry Hartley. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and I hope that you like these treat holder projects. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe by clicking that subscribe button. It really helps me, and hopefully that you are inspired to do some crafting. If you're not on my newsletter list, there is a link in the description where you can sign up, and you'll know what's going on in the Rustic Barn Cards studio. Have a great week. Thank you for watching. Bye for now, and take care. See you soon.